What's up, y'all? This is Neena Perez, and I am so stoked you're here. I wanted to talk to the unique strength of women in leadership and in entrepreneurship, and I'm so excited that you are here. So, if you are somebody who is seeing me for the very first time, please go ahead and like, share, subscribe, all that great stuff. I'm trying to grow this amazing community that I have, and this podcast and this live that I'm doing and everything is just impacting people's lives in such a beautiful way. I've spoken to so many people this week. I am so excited over the conversations that I'm having. Now, you're going to hear a lot of puppy love in the background. It is my little puppy messing around with the big dog, and they're all like barking and having a good old time together. And that is what they do. So we're just going to have to try to like ignore that. Okay. But I wanted to really talk to you about what it means for these incredible women that I have been speaking to and the impact that they're making in the world, right? So today I wanted to dive into what makes women leaders uniquely powerful and how you can tap into these strengths to transform your entrepreneurial journey, because that's what I help women with, right? So I wanted to talk about the essence of a female in leadership. Like, women bring empathy and intuition and a natural ability to multitask, right? And I freaking love that, okay? One of the things I realized working always in a male-dominated industry is that I took on that male energy, right? Like driven and go for it and blah, blah, blah. And I realized that transitioning out of that was super difficult for me, and to actually come into my business in the female energy of empathy and, caring and multitasking and doing all these great things where I like to pour into others. And for a long time, I saw that as a nope, can't do that because I'm in a male dominant industry and I got to prove myself and all that kind of stuff. But, having empathy and compassion and intuition and all of those things aren't just like soft skills, right? They're powerful tools that can give you this distinctive edge in today's competitive environment, right? So I wanted to talk about the value of diversity in women, right? Because we are extremely diverse. And there is something significant and beautiful in that, right? There's a great representation of women outperforming their homogeneous counterparts, right? So why is this happening? Because this diversity really starts to foster the creativity and innovation, and it starts to lead to better decision making, improving business outcomes, and all that kind of stuff. My puppy is having a field day right now. So building connections and all of that is super important to women, especially women in leadership and women who are transitioning from leadership into entrepreneurship, right? So you have to think about what that means to you and how you bring strength into what you're creating. So I help women take all of their wisdom, their knowledge, their skill sets and all that, and we start creating their own coaching empires. They start creating their own consulting empires. And it's an absolutely beautiful thing to see women step into who they are, into their femininity, into their empathy, into all of this skill set that they have within them, and creating something to impact the world. It's freaking awesome. And I love it. Right. And as a woman leader and as somebody who is an entrepreneur, networking and having meaningful connections it's basically like the lifeline of being successful. Right. And women tend to excel in creating nurturing relationships. And at least the women I'm working with, right? Because I'm working with a lot of women who are thought leaders and who really want to impact the world with their knowledge, their wisdom, and their God-given talents, right? And so networking and building relationships really starts to open doors to opportunities in their life, and they start to have collaborations and they start to propel their business forward. Let me tell you something, networking, groups, things like that, where you can go and explore other people in your industry, it is gold. It is gold. Okay. Because while you are in these groups, you you're learning from whoever is leading you at that moment. You are also pouring in, and other people are pouring into you, and you guys start pouring together. Networking and collaboration I can't tell you enough about how you need to get into stuff like that if you want to start growing a very successful business or even your leadership, right? Because you have to show up. And there's a lot of challenges that are going to come, right? Many women face really big obstacles and challenges. However, what I love about women and the reason I like to work with women and the reason I have become a coach that I have is because of resilience, right? And the ability to overcome barriers that are just, I mean, to me, inspiring, right? When I speak to someone, like I was speaking to someone today who wanted me to do a resilience talk, right, on their platform, and I'm like, absolutely. They're like, we read your story, oh my gosh, right? And I think about how inspiring that was for them to read the story and tell me how that really was inspiring to them, and it inspired me to then say, you know what, I would love to do something like that, so let me go ahead and do that. Tell me what it is you're looking for, right? And this is a testament of when you have strength and tenacity. And I see that in women all the time. Women possess this in a very unique way, right? Not saying that men don't, but women do this in a very unique way. All right. And sharing your story and sharing what you've gone through to inspire others is going to push you through the challenges. And you do that with being in different groups and having networking and knowing who you are and showing up with your gifts and talents, right? I did want to take a quick second to tell you about something that I have added to my morning routine that's really, really helped me with my mind and with what I've been doing. It's called Magic Mind. Okay. Magic Mind. It's this little elixir. It's this little drink that I've been having, and it has been giving me so much focus and clarity. And I wanted to throw that into this message because as a woman leader, an entrepreneur, you are probably feeling a little bit fatigued and a little bit tired and getting that morning rush and then the morning coffee and the jitters and the crash and all that. So I wanted to make sure I threw this in here because this amazing drink that I've been having has been really helping me with mental clarity. And like I've been drinking it, and then within the hour, I am feeling so good. Right? I am feeling like, okay, I got this. Let me put on, my Pomodoro. Let me do what I got to do to get this done. It's packed with matcha and ashwagandha and vitamin D3, which I need, and adaptogens. I mean, it really has helped me with my mental performance without that coffee crash, which I was just telling you about, right? Because sometimes when I have like one cup, I need 2 cups, I need 3 cups, and I haven't needed that. I had the one the matcha drink or the Magic Mind drink, and then I have my coffee, feeling amazing. Okay. So I wanted to make sure that I told you about that because it's super important. So now I want to actually give you a little bit of a gift for you to try, and you're going to get 20% off if you go to magicmind.com/straight talk with one T, straight talk with one T. You're going to be able to get your Magic Mind because you can't have mine. Okay. I'm waiting for my shipment to come in already. All right. So straight talk 20 is the code that you're going to use to get 20% off. Okay. Now, I know that you're tackling, big projects. I know that you have a daily grind. I know that you have a lot of things going on, and you're like thinking, Neen, what is the unique strength of women? What are we doing here? Right. So just try to order if you can today. I'll put the link and everything below. I think it's already in there for you to go ahead and start getting clarity on your day and how to win the day. So start off strong. And the way you start off, have a little bit of Magic Mind, have your coffee, get yourself going. Okay. So do not miss it. It's straight talk. I'm sorry, it's magicmind.com/straight talk. And remember the code straight talk 20. Okay. And that's going to give you that special discount. All right. I want you to join me in feeling more productive because women got it going on and we got a lot of stuff happening. Okay. And Magic Mind is for both men and women, of course. But I'm just talking to my girls right now. I'm talking to my ladies. All right. Because it is important for your well-being. It is important that you show up for you. Right. And a balanced approach to this professional and personal life is going to be crucial. Now, women leaders to me are champions, right? We balance, we are advocating, we're fighting for people's well-being, we want self-care, we do all of this stuff, right? Which is super essential for your long-term success. Now, you've been pouring a lot of you into somebody else's corporate business, nonprofits, or whatever it is you're doing out there, and that's freaking awesome. Okay. But I want you to really understand that all of that wisdom, that knowledge, those God-given gifts, those skills that you have are really important to the world. And for people who out here who need this thought process, this coaching business, this consulting business, whatever it is that you're trying to create, it is necessary, right? Because you have skill sets and ways of looking at things that other people don't. Yes, there's people who are similar, but they will never be you, right? They will never be you. And so I took my time to write this ebook. It's called She Means Business, right? Finding your entrepreneurial superpower. I want you guys to grab it. It's going to be completely for free. Okay. So click that link, grab the book, completely free at night before you go to bed. Just go ahead and start reading that book. Okay. It's just a bunch of like different ideas of how to find your superpower when it comes to being an entrepreneur. Okay. Another thing I want to tell you about is my event. My event is Wisdom to Wealth. Go from wisdom to creating your own coaching and consulting business. Okay. You don't have to figure all of this out alone. I am so disheartened by all of the women who have been pouring into everybody else and doing everything and running out there and getting after it and blah, blah, blah. And then you do it all alone. And now you're burnt out. You're tired. You don't want to do it. 90% of people who start their coaching businesses do not complete it after a year because they get burnt out because you're trying to do everything alone and you don't have to. Okay. So before we wrap up this session, okay, remember that understanding and embracing your strength as a woman in business can lead to really remarkable achievements. Now, whether it's through nurturing your natural talents, leveraging your diverse perspectives, building robust networks, shaping your future to be an entrepreneur. I mean, it's all in your hands, okay? And I want you to really use your collective wisdom and all of the things that you have created to create wealth in your life, not only for yourself, but for all of the community and the people that are ready for you to serve them. Okay. I want you to really and really like put yourself in a position to understand that your wisdom is wealth. Your wisdom is needed. Your wisdom is wanted by others. Okay. And I want to make sure that you lead with confidence and grace because you are a woman. Okay. And you can lead with both confidence and grace and empathy. Right. And so I want to make sure that I leave you feeling inspired to go ahead and realize that you have these unique strengths inside of you that we need in the world. And if you want to learn and discover how to even start or build a roadmap to that, I really am inviting you to something that I have I have put down so low in price, and I'm going to pour everything I got in that, okay? And it is on Wisdom to Wealth. Okay, that link will be below. I want you to go. I want you to come and build your roadmap with your knowledge, your wisdom, your skill sets. We're going to unpack all of that in 3 full days, right? 3 hours a day, full days. It's a working virtual event because I want you to win. I want you to win, and I want you to create what it is you freaking want to create in this world, and stop having somebody hold something over your head where what they say goes, and when they don't feel like having you, they won't, and when they do, they will, and if they want you up, it's up, and down, it's up. No more. Okay. I want you to turn your wisdom into wealth because you have a lot of it. All right. This is Neena Perez. If you need me, it's info at Neena Perez, Perez.com. Email me and I will get back to you. I promise. Meanwhile, grab that free ebook because it is really phenomenal. Okay. And make sure that you go and click on that link to join the event. It's from May 29th through the 31st. There will be some recordings, but the VIPs will definitely have longer access to the recordings and they get a ton of bonuses. Okay. It is it is such a small price to pay for all that you are going to get so that you can build the roadmap to your business. All right, guys, I think that's it. I didn't want to spend too much time today, but I wanted to make sure that you understood that you have a unique strength, that you have this unique value within you that we need in the world. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Like, share, subscribe, all that great stuff, because I want to keep impacting the world one woman at a time. All right, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.